on the beat, so twerk it, bitch.
Okay guys, the first thing I'm doing is I'm using a Snazaroo water activated face paint all over my face and my body. I applied this using a large paintbrush, but for you guys I recommend a sponge because it left a lot of streak marks, but if that's okay for you then just use a brush. All products that I mentioned in this video will be listed and linked down below in the description box. Next, I attempted to cover my brows with foundation, but then I remembered that I'm going to go over it with face paint, so I just used the face paint all over my face and it covered my brows pretty well.
Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood, and whosoever shall be found.
Next, I am frowning very heavily to trace the wrinkles on my face with a matte brown eyeshadow. This will give the illusion of an uneasy facial expression and overall add to the zombie look. Here I am adding additional little frown lines. And also darkening up my inner corners. This will make you look sick and just really uneasy and zombie-like, and like your eyes are really sunken in. Next, with a pink eyeshadow, I'm going under the eyes to give the illusion that I've been crying. I'm also going around my nose to make it look like I've been blowing my nose a lot from crying. Next, I will be contouring very heavily with the same matte brown eyeshadow that we used in our frown lines. I'm defining my cheekbones as much as possible to make me look extra skinny and ill and dead. Duh, it's Halloween. Here I am using a black eyeshadow to put in between my lips to make me look very cold. Next up, with that same black eyeshadow, I'm putting that on my lids only, and I'm going to blend it out pretty messily. And with a purple eyeshadow, I am accentuating my under eye circles. For some added definition, I am adding a tiny bit of black eyeshadow into those circles. This look is all about the small details, so I'm going to mix together some red lipstick and black eyeshadow, and with a tiny eyeliner brush, as you can see, I am once again frowning and trying to bring attention to those lines that I naturally have under my eyes. You can do this by smiling and those lines will appear. Later on, with the same eyeliner brush, I will also paint some veins under my eyes because this will really make you look dead. I also felt like I wanted to bring attention to my mouth, so I am outlining it, my cupid's bow area, with a black eyeshadow. Later on, I will also intensify my smile lines, as you will see in a minute. I am also adding some red lipstick on the corners of my mouth. Okay, now for the cutthroat. I am first applying a layer of crafting white glue on my neck. Please don't use super glue or Pritt stick. The best would have been liquid latex, but I didn't have that, so I just used white glue from the paper store, and I'm gonna link it down below. To imitate skin, I'm using toilet paper. I'm going to split it in half so that it's thinner, and I'm going to stick it on the glued area. I'm going to keep doing this, so basically paper mache my whole neck until it's a pretty thick size, so that when we have to cut it with scissors, it's going to be much easier. And then to speed up the drying process, I used a hair dryer on a warm setting to dry the glue. And then once the glue is dry, I felt like my neck and body needed to be whiter to match the toilet paper. So I'm just repainting my body with the original face paint.
There's nothing out here.
Now please be careful with this part, but with a little nail scissors, I'm going to basically make a hole in the paper mache that we have done, and I'm just going to start splitting the paper to make it look like a cut. And then with red paint, I'm going to go inside of the cut, and then I'm going to put black in there because it's going to make it look realistic. And to not make the cut too perfect, I'm just ripping some parts so that it looks more like uneven and like your skin is gouging instead of just like a clean cut. And then fill in where you see the skin with black. Then I put some red paint on a cosmetic sponge, and I'm just dabbing it around the wound. And to drip the blood, I mixed red paint with this brush, and I really made sure the brush was watery so that when I pressed down, the red paint kind of dripped out. And that's pretty much the finished look. I also added some brown and black eyeshadow to the wound to make it look more scabby and disgusting. But after that, we're pretty much done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
On the beat, so twerk it, bitch.